Hey, what is going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at this really cool little model here. This is the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force Type 07 Tank Natchin. So this is made by Cavico Models, and this is number 3. It's the third model that they've put out. They're just a kind of new model company that just puts out like these little small little cute models like this. So far, I don't know if they're going to really do too much more, but I guess they did do that one a little bit larger tank, the something Panzer or something, I forget. But the cool thing about this is that this is actually a design that was designed by this artist on Twitter, Moi. I'll put a link to his Twitter channel there, or Twitter page there down below. You guys can check that out. But you can see on his page, he does a bunch of different artwork. He does some really cool artwork that's like a different take on like Gundam designs and stuff as well, which is really interesting. But he has a bunch of different versions of this particular design as well, of which I think you can see a few more in the box once we open this up. But it's just a really simple little model here. This would only cost like around $7 or something like that. Very, very cheap. But as you can see, very simple, but it's really cool. This is meant to be in 1/100 scale as it is listed there, but I think it's kind of just one of those designs where it doesn't really look like it's really meant to be in any particular scale. I think you could definitely make it work. Like if you wanted to have this in some sort of diorama with like some 1/35 scale or even 1/20 scale kind of humanoid figures, I think this would work fine. I don't think it's really one of those things that's too set to its scale, but it just comes in this simple little box here with the runners there put together, 3 little runners. On the bottom side you can see a breakdown of what the runners are, and these are the different eye options for it. Now let's open this up and then I'll talk a little bit more about that. The first thing you'll notice here, which is really cool, is just how the runners are connected here. You have these 3 bits on the top and the sides which hold the runners in this thing, which is just really cool. It looks really nice. It's really interesting package design. Ultimately it's just pieces that you don't really need. You just pull those off and you just discard those. As far as I've seen, there's not any way to actually like use those or anything. It would have been cool if those were like parts that you could actually use to like make a little base or something like that. Something, I don't know, but you could do something cool with that. The first of the runners here has parts 1, 2, and 3, which are just the main parts of the body, front and back, and the little tail bit on there. And then parts 4 through 9 are here, are the 2 like main shoulder armor parts, the hand kind of forearm parts, and the thumbs for those. And this third runner is parts 11 through 17. I can't seem to find a part number 10. I think they missed number 10. This goes up to 9. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this runner starts off with 11 here, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's no actual number 10 part apparently, but anyway, this is the parts for the main parts of the arms, the legs, and these other parts here for the sides of the legs. So those 2 parts will go together. You will have a seam on that little part there on the side of the leg, but otherwise, let's go in here. I will just want to show you a little bit about the packaging. So here's just what the back of that looks like. It also includes a little picture of what the kit looks like, just kind of built and painted up. We can't really see that when the runners are actually in the packaging. And then here is the layout of how it's put together. It's pretty simple to put together. You really don't particularly need the instructions, but if you need, you can refer to those. And then under here, which is really cool, there's a QR code there for his Twitter account, I would imagine. And then here's a couple of samples of some of the other variations of the design that he's done. Some really cool samples there. The company Cavico is working on a new variation of the kit that is coming out. When I talked to him at Shizuoka, he said they're hoping for that to come out in the winter at the start of next year, hopefully. But if you saw my video from Shizuoka, I believe that was my video part 2 from Shizuoka, you could see that the prototype they had there on display of what the new version of that has. It has some kind of special equipment on it, which looks pretty cool. But also, if you saw my Shizuoka haul video, I talked a little bit about this. Now, this kit is currently just available in this green color, but they do now have pre-orders open for the next color version, which is going to be this tan color. But fortunately, I was gifted a couple of these at the expo there at Shizuoka, so I got this new tan color version of this early before it came out, which is pretty cool. There's nothing new different about the kit except for just the color that's molded in, but it's still kind of cool. Special to have that before it's released. That feels kind of cool. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about here was the eyes. Now it's meant to have this kind of sensor there at the front of the face, I guess what that would be. And so here are the different kind of like eye options for these. You have these blue circles, these green squares, these orange bits, these kind of red sort of angry eyes, I guess, this purple error message, and this yellow kanji. I'm not really sure what those kanji mean. I'm sure one of you guys can let me know on that. All right, well, I just looked it up and apparently it means waiting. So there you go. That is what these are. Now, I expected these to be stickers, but they're actually not stickers. It's just this little bit here. And there's some text up above there that apparently says, please use the display's eyes freely. So I guess what you could do is cut this part out, then you have to make it fit up in there, but it's just this like piece of cardstock, so I don't really, I'm sure this is not stickers, so I don't really know how you're supposed to use that freely. You just cut out this piece of card and then just stick it up in there. It seems kind of odd, or you just try your best to copy that, but like the little text in that would be kind of really impossible, so I'm not sure. I guess you're just meant to cut that out and stick it up in there. I guess if you kind of like peeled this a little bit to thin it down and then just like put that some glue up in there, maybe you could get it to work. But anyway, I already have one already put together and built up here. I have a few of these, so got this one. I can show you guys what it looks like when it's all put together. So here he is. He's very cute, and I've already gone ahead also and gotten rid of the seam line on that part that I mentioned on the leg and just sanded this up. So this is also sanded and prepped for painting. I do need to get rid of the seam line, so between the front and the back half, on the side of the body there's really not much of a seam there, but on the top of the head there will be a visible seam, so I've got some glue on that. I just need to sand that up to clean that up. But here on the back, some nice detail there as well. So I'll just talk about a little bit about the articulation. These bits on the side of the shoulder are on a ball joint, so those can actually move around a little bit there. The arms, as you can see, can be rotated forward and back. Now between the main part of the arm and the hand part, you can rotate that, but it doesn't actually rotate. It's on like a kind of hexagonal part, so you have to take that off and then reposition it to a different position if you want that, like a little bit forward or a little bit down or something. So that is able to move a little bit there as well. The legs don't really move at all. They kind of could possibly in theory, but the way that they fit up underneath it, they just barely fit underneath this kind of part there on the side of the main body, so those aren't really going to have any movement. So it's basically just meant to stand there. The tail can also rotate, but that's also kind of meant as like a tripod there to help it stand up, as it can stand up nicely using the tail to balance like that. Now without the tail, if you had that like pointed up, it is going to be kind of difficult to get that to stand up because the feet are really, really tiny, and I feel like not really very flat even at all either. So that's just gonna stand up like so. And for a quick size comparison, here it is compared with a 1/44 scale Gundam and a 1/35 scale Machine & Krieger kit there. So you can see it's pretty small, coming in at even smaller than the little 1/35 scale Mac K kit. But overall, this kit is really cool, really fun, simple little thing that should look really nice when it's all painted. The reason I've got this guy already all sanded up because I want to get cracking on painting him, so you guys should see a finished little vignette of a painted guy of one of these. I'm not sure about how I'm going to paint him or the painting style or scheme that I'm going to go with for this, but it's all prepped and I want to get this guy painted up in the near future, so you will see that really soon. They're a lot of fun and very, very cheap, coming in at, you know, like I said, $5, $6, $7 each for these. They're very affordable. As far as I know, these should still be pretty relatively easily available online, and there is the new tan color also coming out in the near future as well. So pick up 1, 2, 3 of these if you want to just have some fun painting up a couple little models of these. I saw a bunch of them already painted up and looking really cool on display there at Shizuoka. So if you saw my coverage of Shizuoka from the just club room where there was all the different painted models and everything on display, I got some photos and videos of a few of these guys there on display painted up, and they're really cool, just little designs. So really hoping that they get around to doing some more versions of this in the future. It's a fun, interesting design. Kind of reminds me a lot of like the Mechatro Wego kits as well. It's even smaller than that though too. So that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully this was a cool thing to check out. If you're interested, check them out. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.